Hello farmers and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana, just sitting on the fence watching the grass grow and dry. It's been a full day in game and the grass has not dried yet, and I've had that plus symbol up there for 24 straight hours. This grass is not even trying to dry, it seems like. We had dry grass to start with, that's for darn sure, but it's been almost 24 hours and the grass is not dry yet in the middle of summer. Go figure. I got the fleet ready to go. We got the Deutz Far ready to go with the windrower, and the Voltra is right behind it with the baler. And I do believe the Peterbilt is down there in that barn with the flatbed trailer, waiting to pick up some hay bales if we can make some. So what are we going to do while we're waiting for the grass to dry? Hopefully it dries today. Yeah, this is the longest geo I think I've had where the grass does not really want to turn to hay, but whatever. It should. The weather is looking okay for today. I think it's all cloudy. Well, I checked the day before. Let's just check the weather to make sure. It's cloudy all day. Now, tomorrow by 6 a.m. we got some rain. We got a plus sign all the way until about evening hours today. So, I mean, I would think this will turn to hay. I hope so. But the main thing I need to get done today, or at least this morning before we do anything else, is we're getting low on silage in the TMR mixer, which is just fine because I gotta clean up this bunker because it's almost time to do a corn silage run. So 109,000 liters, we'll just say 110 is just about there. So it should take all because it's 120,000 liter capacity in that thing. So let's jump into our Ford, fire this bad boy up. It's already been running this morning because I did clean out the pen last night, but it's got silage in it already. 181,000 liters of milk ready to go. We're going to sell that today too, I do believe. Well, I haven't checked the price recently. Price still going up. All right, $12.18. I want some cash. Am I going to sell all the milk? I don't know. I want to buy the crop sensor, the Kloss crop sensor, because we got our field number 17 that we recently bought. And I need to do some precision farming on that so we can go ahead and get the right amount of fertilizer and all that fun stuff on it. It's soybean, so it should not need fertilizer, but I'm pretty sure it's going to need some lime, just like our other field. Now the soybeans have already grown some, but luckily it's in the first stage, so it should be okay to drive on later on if I intend to do that today. But the main thing we're doing today is that we're going to clean this bunker so I can corn silage to Wait, what's that weather forecast? Tomorrow morning was rain, right? And it's rain all day. So the next two episodes may be the same in-game day because tomorrow's rain, so that's not going to work out well for us doing corn silage. I can only do it, though, if the corn is at the final growth stage. Not ready for harvest. We want to do it before it's ready for harvest. So we'll have to go on down and just double-check see what that corn is doing. So hopefully I can do it in the afternoon hours. But hopefully in the morning hours, we'll get this cleared on out. I'm really hoping that grass turns to hay. We'll sell some milk, and yeah, that'll pretty much. If we do sell the milk this morning, we'll get ourselves that crop sensor and go ahead and scan our fields. We're gonna go ahead and purchase it. I'm waiting for the day to where it says outdated data on the precision farming. I got told after 3 harvests, then I got told after 4 harvests, and I think we're past 3 and 4. And we still have data on the fields, so it's all good. But the main thing is I'm kind of curious about that hay today. I was thinking the way the weather was when we were cutting the grass, I'm like, that's definitely gonna be ready by the end of the day, because we cut it early in the morning to make sure we were all set to good and go. And yeah, just isn't turning. So we also need to possibly buy that trailer. So last time we did the corn silage, we got to get ourselves, I may either lease it or buy it, depending how we do it. I would like to buy it at some point, so if I do sell all the milk at a good price, we'll buy the trailer as well. That way we have it, because in the future, I may use the trailer for filling up these right here, because right now we're just shy of 200 cows, and I'm not filling up that often, so I don't mind using the bucket loader and going back and forth with the silage. But in the future, I can see myself taking that 90,000 liter trailer that we will have at some point, using the belt system to fill it on up, and I can just go over one load, and I can have it fill up while I'm doing some other things. Because once we start to get more cattle, it's going to be a little bit more work to do around here. And speaking of more work to do around here, I was thinking Uh, at this point in the day, I was thinking, because I thought we were going to do hay the day before, I thought Frank was going to be up here fertilizing the grass fields with cow manure. That's not happening yet either. So we're just waiting on the hay. That's holding up the whole process today. But it does allow me to take care of this in the morning, I suppose. So after we take care of this, I'll probably fast forward time to either when the milk is a good price or when the grass turns to hay. It's not going to take us long to do that. Frank is going to be behind us in the Voltra, and he's going to be making the bales, and we'll be in the Deutschbar making some rows. I'll probably have to go around later on and clean up the spots that he missed. I still haven't gone into the mod of that baler and make to pick up a wider area. I tried about maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago, and have not. I keep saying I need to get in there and do it, and I just haven't made the time for it. It's not that big of a deal. I will say though, I am using the I have another modded baler, the Coon baler on Wither Farms, and that thing has a massive pickup area. But the biggest bales I can do that is 8,000 liters. I'm trying to do 20,000, just trying to make it so I have to do less work. I know it sounds kind of cheesy when I say it that way, but moving 20,000 liter bales rather than 4. Yeah, for every bale I move, that's 5 bales. In-game bales, that is. So you can see in the future, like when we have a lot of cows going back and forth with a Ford and filling this up every other day, maybe at that point, it would get to be a lot of work. So having a belt system filling up a trailer and just having it ready to go at moment's notice. As for doing the bales, that's not that big of a deal because, you know, with 20,000 liter bales, just grab 5 bales and you pretty much got that full over there. Well, I would say the bunker is clean, but when I did it, usually get a prompt comes up saying, hey, the side of the bunker is now empty. And sure enough, it thinks there's 8,000 some odd liters left in here, but I'm not seeing it. So I'm not sure if I'm getting bleed through from the other silo over to here. And that's going to really suck because I don't think it's going to allow me to put chaff in here unless the bunker is clean. I've been running the bucket through there, here and there, trying to see if there's a visible silage somewhere. And it's not there, so it might be... Oh, yeah, you can kind of... Yep, so we got a little bit of the silage is technically on this side, I think is what's happening. That kind of really sucks. Well, hopefully I can go into the XML file, find the bunkers, and find which bunker has the quote-unquote 8,000 liters into it and mark it to 0. I can clean it out that way. There used to be a mod in 17 for clean bunkers, so I wonder if that's available in 19. Might be. But yeah, we're still running at 15 times the speed. It is now almost 11:30 in the afternoon, in the morning, and I'm not seeing that grass drying at all, which is very unfortunate for me because I was hoping to get it done this morning. And since we're in the Ford and we got the bucket on here, let's go ahead and clean out the pit here for the cows, get them all nice and clean. For some reason the cows really like to see it clean over there because it makes them healthier somehow. It's just part of the game, but we'll clean that up and put that into here. The rest of the silage we do have, we will keep that until next season. Because, like I said a few episodes ago, I did a little bit of research on some on the silage, how long it's usually good for, and it's usually good for about 2 years, they say. So that is 1 year that we've had that silage almost. So next year, it's either if we haven't used it, then we'll sell it. But don't worry, this bunker will be filled up with some chaff here, probably today, not in this episode, but today. Well, maybe this episode. If I'm not doing this, who knows what I'll be doing. What is the milk price doing? Well, it's still climbing. Well, the only thing we can do is it's either sell milk or, you know what? I can always play at ×1 the speed. That's not a big... there we go. There we go. Okay, it's 12:30 in the afternoon, and it has finally turned to hay. About flipping time. Milk price, yep, still going up, which is good. So hopefully by the time we get done with this hay, we can sell the milk and then go to, buy the crop. Is it crop sensor? What's that thing actually called? I keep saying crop sensor or soil sensor. What's it called? It's actually called a crop sensor, which is kind of weird because you're actually doing soil sensing. So it should be like a soil sensor. But it's like 23,500. But we got plenty of milk to sell, and that's not going to be a problem getting that cash. A little bit low on cash, but then again, we did buy field number 17, and we're kind of working on that. All right, let's get the Deutz-Fahr out here, and we'll spread the windrower out. Hopefully Frank had an early lunch. I mean, it's 12:30. He should be done with lunch, I would think. Frank seemed to be the type of person who's going to eat breakfast late and eat lunch early. That's the type of person he seems like. Did I give myself enough room by that fence? I think I did. Not quite. There we go. Let's lower that down. And while that's lowering down, I will tell Frank how to run the Voltra. Let's get him over here. I did clean out the baler. So that is no straw in there. Let's unfold it. Lower down the pickup. Now try to not do as many turns here, but it is what it is. I can only do so much on the turns. We'll turn that on. Follow at 60 meters it should be. There we go. Yeah, so this is going to need lime and fertilizer. Alright, let's go make some hay bales here. I don't have to get every little piece, but we'll get the majority of it for sure. Then, of course, we got field number 1 to do as well. And we're not going through the hay that much yet. So these 2 fields that we have for the amount of cows we have is doing just fine. But as the amount of cows go up, we're just going to go through a little bit more hay, a little bit more hay. It's the straw that seems to be holding us back just a little bit. But now that we got field number 17 to go along, once we merge it with field 13, we should have enough straw, I would say, for at least 500 cows for a year or so, give or take. We'll see how it goes, but we will be buying more fields as we go along. Of course, the more cows we get, the more milk we get, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, speaking of the cows as well, I guess there was some confusion because I said cows only live to be like 5. That's what I've been told, but then we also been told that cows can live to be 10 years old. So I think it may have something to do with the amount of days you're playing with seasons. So if you're playing 3-day seasons, 6-day seasons, 9, whatever you're playing, I think that would, the shorter the amount of seasons, I think the longer your cows are going to live, the longer days in the season, the shorter your cows are going to live. That's where I think it's going to go, but don't hold me to that. We will know once, I pay attention every night at midnight to see if any of my cattle have died. And so far, none have died. But if some start to die, then we'll know the age that they can be. And we'll have to sell them and get either buy new ones or just hope the reproduction keeps up. But I am thinking, once again, I may go back to buying some more cows just to get the production up a little bit faster and to make the series move along. I don't want to say we're stagnant in the amount of cows that we have. I think last episode was like, what, 180, 184? And I think in already one day we're almost up to 190. So it's going up there. Maybe not as fast as some would like, but it's getting up there. So when we go in a straight line, that baler does pick up, looks like all of the hay for the most part. Little pieces here and there. But then again, we are leaving a big windrow for it to pick up. Yet the weeds have already hit second stage, only though it's been a day in game. The weeds are at second stage in the grass field. Alright, it gets a little tricky in here. I barely sneak through. Sometimes I clip the tree. Nope, I'm clipping the tree. There we go, we're through. Frank should not have a problem whatsoever. Yeah, he's missing the corners big time, and I'm hitting the fence big time, so I'm looking at the corners that he missed. Like I said, I'll come back later on and grab what needs to be grabbed. But he's grabbing the majority of it. And I got to go a little bit slower because the working speed of this is a lot faster than what he's doing. Before I go around and pick it up, I probably will get the Peterbilt out with a flatbed, and we'll go ahead and grab some of these hay bales and get them out the field. Now, putting down the 2 bale sheds, we did lose a little bit of our grass field, but it's not going to hurt us too much in the long run. I do love this windrower. Cuts down a lot of working area that you have to take care of. I probably should be starting to not make corners with it. Just make a straight line, then I can turn around now. I do stop once in a while, make sure Frank keeps up, because if I get too far ahead of him, he can't find his way, and he just rage quits and sits there in the tractor and mopes. So I have to go get him, so I don't want to get too far ahead on him. So about 24, I would say about 28 hours or so it took for this grass to dry into hay, and it was dry grass from the get-go. Trying to help out Frank as much as I can, but I swear he likes leaving the bales right where I'm driving. But then again, I'm the one zigzagging all over the field anyway, so it's kind of my fault as well. It's not doing too bad. I mean, it's the baler just not picking up. It's a little bit offset. I don't know if it's offset of the hay coming out the back of the windrower, or if it's offset on the baler, but it's not offset enough to where I know I can make it offset on follow me. But then again, I tried it, and then then it misses the hay on the opposite side, even by going on just a slight change on the settings. So that is this field done here. Let me raise this up here. I'm probably going to clip that bale. I got to fold in the windrower anyways, because I got to turn it off first. I definitely got to fold it in, or else I'm not going to get through the gate to go over to field number 1. Probably can get like a bale and a half, maybe. I know the corner is over in that section of the grass field. Quite a bit of hay left there, so maybe a bale and a half I can get off this field still. Frank, are you coming up behind me? He is. Sneak through this fence right here. And might as well go ahead and unfold it and get this set to go. By the time I'm all set here, he should be right behind us. We'll get a headlet in and then just go up and down the field, or side to side, however you want to say it. Yeah, now he's waiting on us, which is fine. Alright. And some more hay bales. So we'll find out how much hay we're going to actually get off these fields in a little while. Because it's got to grab the Peterbilt in the flatbed. And we'll go around and pick them up in a hurry. And the best part about this bale shed that we had, we'll take them right off the trailer and stack them up nice and neat in there. So far, it's working out great. I have taken out a couple straw bales for bedding for the cows. And it's nice. You just pop up. And yes, it does pop out my 20,000 liter bales. Like I said, I can't remember how long ago we did it on the Pacific Northwest. I had a whole bunch of bale shed mods. I may have only shown one in the videos, but on the Pacific Northwest, I tried a whole bunch of bale sheds that when you put bales in there, I was putting in the 20,000 liter bales, just like we were here, and when they come out, it says it was dispensing 20,000 liter bales, but when you look at the bale, it only said 4,000 liters. So, yeah, I don't know if this shed was one I did try, but it was in my mods folder when it got recommended to me, so I must have tried it. But either way, it works well now. Just gotta wait for Frank. Don't want to get too far behind. Yeah, wage payment. Alright, well, Frank gets paid a lot of money. That's all I got to say. $496 an hour. That's some good wage payment right there. That is very good wage payment. Just got to watch out for the bales that Frank spits out. Alright, so hopefully I got enough room. I can turn around at both ends of the field and try to make straight lines as possible, which just means less work for me later on. I am running at ×5 the speed. Probably should keep an eye on that milk price. $12.72. Usually I like to wait until the price of milk gets up to at least $13.00. Whatever it gets to, we're probably going to sell at least a tanker today, but the price gets real good, I'll sell it all. And at 180,000 liters, that's going to be, if I were to sell it all, we're probably looking at 230, 240. Does that seem right? Somewhere in that general area, I would think. Yep, you did leave a bale here, so I don't think... oh, okay, let's push it with the Deutzfahr. That'll do. Let's push it out of my way. There we go. And let's go ahead and make some more rows. Frank should be able to keep up. I'm trying to go as slow as I possibly can. Oh yeah, the other thing I've been meaning to do for a long time in this map, and I can't remember if I mentioned it before, but apparently Bigfoot is running loose on this map somewhere. If I remember correctly, I got told, though, you got to find him at night. So may have to go venturing out for him at some point in this series. Not sure where he would be. He or she. Quote-unquote Bigfoot. Come on, Frank, time is money. Although, what do you care? You're getting paid almost $500 an hour. So I would take my time, too. Getting paid by the hour. I just milk this job as long as you can. Milk, get it, milk. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get this field finished. And then we'll probably advance some time. Actually, before I advance time, I probably should go on down and see what our cornfield looks like. See if it's on the final growth stage. Hopefully that it is, so I can go ahead and make chaff later on in the afternoon. Because tomorrow's going to rain. And I don't think you can chaff in the rain. I know you can't harvest in the rain. Can you chaff in the rain? That's something I never tried before. Not too sure. 2 more passes and I'll be done with the windrow and the Deutzfahr. I'll leave the Voltra and the baler up here. Depending on the milk prices, I don't know. Well, milk price is probably something we will be doing next. But I'll be driving the Deutzfahr down to the cornfield at least, and then drive it to the store, because eventually we'll be buying the crop sensor to do some crop sensing on our field. And I'll just do that field probably today and not worry about the other ones, because we're going to purchase the crop sensor, so it's not like I'm leasing it and I should do all my fields while I got it leased. We'll own it outright, so I can do it whenever I feel like doing. Hopefully I can get the rest of this in one go. I think I can. It's kind of weird how the Krone windrower is turning like a brownish color when I'm doing hay. But alright. Yeah, Frank is missing some spots on the corner. Not too sure why. I try to keep it as straight as I possibly could. Alright, we're done windrowing. And we'll wait for Frank to show up behind us. Actually, no, I need to move forward so he gets that last piece there. A little further, Frank. I'm not watching when I'm driving, I'm watching Frank there. That's far enough. We'll let him go. Tell him he can quit for a little bit. It's a little messy around here, but not overall too bad. That bunker is a little disappointing, though, seeing it's got about 8,500 liters still into it. Let's go on down here, and we'll clean this up, park it on up, because I'm done with it. Done with it for another year. Yeah, I think I spent about... Is that like... how much is that Krone windrower? Anyways, I paid for. I only use it once a year. 62,000 I paid for it. All right then. I probably could have. Where am I going? I probably could have leased it for many years before I paid for it in full. The whole thing gets dirty except for the Krone labels. Go figure. I'm not really sure why it's like turning a brownish color when we do hay, but it's all right. Not going to complain. This is about the biggest windrower I think you can get in the game. Well, sorry, this is a mod. Right? This is a mod. It's been so long. I am hoping when FS22 comes out, I will have a mod list. Yeah, honestly, when FS19 came out, I think I didn't have that many subs back then. I had like, I don't think even 500 subs yet. So not many people were asking, like, where'd you get that mod? Where'd you get that mod? Now you guys are asking. It's like, that's a good question. Even I don't really recall where I got that mod from. And then there's a couple I go look for. Like this Deutschfar modded by Timmy. I think it's when you go to the store, it's a mod by Timmy. I remember where I got it from, and I go back there, and that link is gone. So, yeah, that's what you get sometimes when you go to third-party sites and you're trying to look for things, and then you find out that's not the correct mod author. And I'm hoping in the future, like I said, when FS22 comes out, I can give you the link right to the mod author. That way they get credit for it. And if it's on websites where they get paid for it, you know, that's what they want, you know. Want to make sure they get the credit. Can I disconnect that? Why can't I? Yeah, I'm trying to detach the PTO shaft, but it's not. Why can't I detach that? There we go. Don't know why I wouldn't detach, so I started hitting the buttons many times, and then it's like, yeah, I'll detach for you. Before we pick up the bales, I just want to drive on down, see what the corn looks like, so I can kind of plan the rest of the in-game day. Because I don't want to fast forward time and wait for the milk to be at the right price. It may not be the right price until like 7, 8 o'clock at night, and then it's like, okay, then we'll do the corn. That'll be kind of late to get into that, even at running at 1 times the speed. Alright, let's come on down here and see what the corn is doing. There's our soybean, looking really good. Yeah, I got weeds growing in that field as well. No surprise there. And the corn is not ready. Alright, how many days do I have to... Corn. Corn should be ready for harvest somewhere around the 1st and 2nd day of fall all the way to winter, but we planted it late, so yeah, it may not hit the final growth stage until like the 2nd day of fall, 3rd day of fall. But if it's ready, so it's not going to be ready today, so I can already scratch that out, getting that done today. So if it's ready tomorrow in the rain, I may try it quickly just to see if you can do forage harvesting in the rain. I'm not sure if you can or can't. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and park this. Now I got to find my way to actually to the store. Never really gone this. Oh, the store's on the other side of the railroad tracks. So, yep, we'll just go ahead, take a quick look, make sure the train's not coming. This has got nice big tires on it, so we can just jump right over the railroad tracks. Just like that. Alright, so we'll park that right there. Let's teleport up to our quote-unquote Peterbilt. Is the trailer attached? It is. And let's go ahead and turn on the trailer. Sounds weird saying that. Turn on the trailer. What do you mean turn on the trailer? So auto load, so I don't have to do this by by hand. Alright, so the question is, as of right now, how many bales are we going to get? I'm trying to remember how many I got last year, and I cannot tell you how many we got last year. The question is, will I get a full trailer? I think, or am I thinking about Pacific Northwest to where I get exactly a full trailer? May seem a little weird to say that, but I think I either got just a full trailer, just shy of a full trailer. Yes, I'm definitely still in the mindset of the future of the farm, buying more fields because we need more straw as we go along. And eventually we probably will need some more grass fields because the amount of hay that we have here, like I said, we're only at 10% of the capacity of the cows that we're shooting for. So even though we're not going through much hay currently, I just got to kind of calculate as of, okay, actually I can kind of do that now going up to the mixer. We can just see how much food that they're requiring and just multiply it by 10. Is basically what we got to do. And thinking about, when you start thinking about that, that's a lot of food. It's a lot of food. And yes, I am also taking consideration that at some point the cows probably will reach age and start passing away, or we'll sell them before they do so we at least get some money back on the cow and maybe buy another one. So even though we're multiplying the amount of cows, and if at some point the older ones will start passing away, which means it'll be time to start selling them when they reach a certain age. But we don't know what that age is yet for us. I think that age, I think we're at 7 years old on some of the cattle, so I'm thinking they might hit 10 years old, so maybe another 3 years. We'll find out at some point. Yes, I don't think I'm going to get a full trailer. Where are we? Like 2 more bales to fill the second row, then we got 1 more row after that. So I don't think I'm going to fill up the trailer. Now there are plenty of grass fields on the north end of Griffin, Indiana, so we can just buy those grass fields and maintain them, or just buy more fields down below that are bigger and harvest those. And at that point, I may go ahead, once the money really starts rolling in, buy the Big M if we start doing more grass fields. Can't really go wrong with a Big M. Actually, just last week I was going up past some of the farmers around here, and they actually have 3 of the Big M's out in the grass field going away. Getting another cut in. Oh, wait a minute! I got a full trailer. So I didn't think this field would produce. This field seems to produce hay a little bit better than the field that we made. Yeah, I'm all for it because now we got the room for the extra bales. Not a problem. And this is the sweet part about these bale sheds and the way we put them down. All I have to do is just drive on over. And the pickup point should be right at the edge of the dirt here. So let me turn off the auto loader, and then I'll load them onto the trailer. And then if I just drive right up, they should just... Alrighty. It worked before. Oh, okay, so the pickup is there. Oh, that's right. The pickup point is the closest section towards the shed, and the further section out is where the bales spawn when you dispense them. Well, since this bay is now open, this bunker is now open, I'll just drive right on through here. Get the remainder of the bales. Although I'll probably get another, like I said, maybe 2 bales. There's more hay on the ground here that Frank left behind than I thought. Alright, that's good enough for me. And you know what? I'm just going to leave the trailer right here. Because like I said, I'm about to pick them up later on anyways. And let's see, I'm at ×5 speed. The milk price is $12.88 and still going up. So I'm going to go get the milk trailer. I'm going to come back up, get one tanker load, bring it on down, and we're just going to set the sell point and wait for it to reach peak price. We'll sell it. And if the price is really good at the peak, then we'll sell all the milk. And we'll buy ourselves a crop sensor. And with the amount of money, probably even the trailer that I need to do the corn chaff. So we're ready to go in a couple days. Well, it looks like 5:30 in the afternoon is the best time to sell milk today. The price is at $13.07, I think it reached. Yeah, $13.07. So as that's selling on up, we'll see how much we're going to get for a tanker. And the first thing we're going to do is, before I start unloading more milk, so we're going to sell it all $81,000 for that, which is lovely. Let's come on down here, buy ourselves a crop sensor, brand new. Do I need warning signs on it? I don't think so. We're just going to keep it factory new, standard. Let's go ahead and purchase that for a wonderful $23,000. And now let's teleport down here, because we're going to get Frank busy doing this. I'm going to go ahead and put it on... I guess we'll put it on the back. So if I put it... Yeah, we'll put it on the front. That way Frank can see what the heck he's doing. Don't knock it over, because that would be like the worst thing I could do. Although I don't think it would probably be that heavy to where I couldn't get it. So hydraulic hoses. Should not be no PTO shop. I'm just trying this to make sure. Never know with some mods sometimes. It's like you would think there'd be a PTO shaft or hoses on something, and there isn't. And other times there might be. Let's go ahead and raise that up. And we're going to take a short cut over the railroad tracks here. Now let's go ahead and unfold this. Now, let's see, course play. This is field number 17. We'll do one headland. I will decrease the width a little bit. That way we make sure we get it all on the corners. I'll go 1 meter shorter, narrower than what it actually is. Yep, generate course. Doesn't look like he's going to run into any problems doing so. And drive course. You're going to run right into that pole to start with. Of course you would. I mean, it's a brand new piece of equipment and you decide to run it right into the pole. I should have seen that coming. That's my own fault. I thought maybe he would go around, but we're not going to damage the crops. The crops are in the first growth stage, so that's why we're going to get this done now. And there he goes. Now, the good thing about the crop sensor... Oh, is it really that wide of an area it does cover? So, with the crop sensor, we don't have to send any soil samples off, so immediately... Should I say immediately? How's this, Oh, you know what I didn't do? Hang on a second, Frank. I think I gotta... I actually gotta turn it on, right? That would probably be helpful, right? Yeah, turn on sensor. That would be very helpful for that to actually work. I'm glad I caught that before I let him finish the whole route and be like, Frank, what did you do? You didn't do a darn thing. You think Frank would be smart enough to turn it on, but, you know. Alright, now that it's on, let's go ahead and drive course again. Right, we'll turn that off. And Frank is on his way again. There we go. Now it's showing up. Looks like we got some sandy loam over here. The pH level is, you know what, not... Well, it's not that bad. It is kind of low, but it's not bad. And nitrogen, as we would expect, is not the greatest. So while Frank is doing that, let's jump back into the Peterbilt here. Now, part of me does want to change out this trailer. I mentioned this trailer and this truck don't go that well together. On tight corners, the legs of the trailer get stuck on the guards for the wheels of the Peterbilt, and sometimes they get stuck. So what I'm going to do is I'm driving across my neighbor's field because that's the kind of neighbor farmer that I am, taking shortcuts. I think he wants the soil more compact over here, so that's why I'm doing it. While this is filling up, I'm going to take it over to the TMR mixer because some people have wanted to see the settings that I got. Even though the only setting that I've changed on it recently is the amount that it feeds at a certain time. The mixture is still the same as it was, but I realized that was probably episode 8 or 9 or wherever the heck it was, maybe an episode earlier than that. And we're on episode, I really don't even know what episode we're on, honestly. 56, maybe getting near 60, I have no idea. But somewhere in there. But a couple things I need to sort out in between episodes is I got to get that bunker, quote unquote, cleared out. Yeah, I got 2 more trailer loads here to bring in, so that's 160 grand. We're fine there, we're fine there, we're fine there. So if you come into our mixer here and I hit this button here, I'm feeding them at 9 in the morning, at 9 at night. I did turn up to where I do believe if the feed trough gets below 70%, it will turn on and feed them. It will mix 26,000 liters at a time, and the ratio is 20% hay, 50% silage, and 30% straw. And the rest of these are just numbers. And this is showing me the amount that we have in the bunker, and I do believe this is showing me total consumption yesterday. So this is what it takes out per day so far. So that would be every 5 days I'm out of silage right now. The current rate we're going. Let's go ahead and actually close that door. Don't need that open for a while. Water-wise, how are we doing here? Let's top them off. And the tanker is full. So back on down. Sell another tanker, come back up. Grab another tanker. And you know what? I think we'll go ahead and buy our trailer today as well. And even with that, I'll have a good amount of money left in the bank account. And maybe we'll start saving up to buy another field. Maybe not this year. It depends on how well the cows do making some milk. But sometime soon, maybe even next year. Last trailer of milk. I still have about 8,000 liters of milk left because I got the mod where we can we milk the cows at 6 a.m. 6 p.m. So it just passed at 6 p.m. a little while ago, so I got a little bit more milk. I got about 8,000 liters left, but we're going to leave that be for now. But look at that money come on in, but we're going to spend about $90,000 of it here pretty soon. So that tanker of milk we just sold there is going to pay for our trailer almost. I am thinking about selling this milking trailer, even though it looks really good with this Farming Fresh on the side and it shows milk and everything. Just that I can't turn that wide with it because I keep getting caught on the trailer. At least it didn't there. Yeah, once again, I got to get this all sorted out here. I'm making a mess of the farm once again, but fall is around the corner and I'll start putting things away. Somebody says. I say that now, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. We'll see how it goes. Let's just drive on down to the store. And we'll buy ourselves a trailer. And the trailer that I use quite often. Because it's a rear dumping trailer, and that's going to be perfect for our bunker silo. We used it last year. We did rent it last year, but now we're going to go ahead and buy it because I can see in the future to move silage over to the TMR mixer. I'm probably going to start using this with a belt system in the future, I would think. Because right now, every 5 days is when we're filling that up with silage. And it's just going to get faster and faster. We got to fill it on up. Trailers right here. And just scroll on all the way to the end-ish. Where are we? Right here. There we go. Capacity 60,000. No, we want 90,000. We want new condition. Wheel setup standard. Wide tires. Michelin. Why can I get Michelin wide tires? We can. I'm not particular to Michelin, but yeah. So our truck is blue. I don't want it to be too blue though. Do I want to go black? Looks like a bumblebee a little bit. Oh, that kind of hurts the eyes. And that's too bright as well. I'm hoping in FS22 that the store, when it displays the vehicles, we're actually outside in the light. Because it always looks a little bit different when you're outside. Yeah, I think that's a chrome or Fent. No, that's olive. Just a plain olive color. Where is... No, that's the color of the Deutz-Fahr. Class. Let's go with olive because it's just... that's gonna clash. Just pick a color. I know, just pick a color. You think it'd be simple. Somebody said they wanted pink. And we're gonna go with it. Two reasons why we're gonna go with it. Because someone said I think they wanted a pink tractor. But we're gonna go with a pink trailer. The other reason is October is just around the corner, if you're watching this as it goes live. And October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so why not go pink? We'll go pink. How about that? So 84,000 even. Let's go ahead and buy that 90,000 liters. Yep. There we go. All right, so this still leaves us with 144,000 in the bank account, so I'm happy with that. Every night we're only losing about 15 or just shy of $2,000. I think it's like $1,500, $1,700 on vehicle maintenance, which I don't quite get, and property maintenance. Vehicle maintenance I don't get because we got to repair a vehicle, so I don't know why it's still a thing in the game, but whatever. So there is our pink trailer. I'm probably going to paint the rims pink as well, but for now we're just going to stick with this. And now we're going to be all set to do corn chaff, hopefully in the next episode. I keep looking for that train to come down because, like I've said, it hasn't happened in a while, but it's going to happen again eventually. Those railroad crossings come down as I get like halfway through. And I've been lucky enough to get the truck or tractor out when they go down. But I think one time I did get clipped in the rear and almost went flying to Lord knows where. But what I'm going to do here is we're going to check on Frank to see how he's doing. I'm going to drop this trailer off here because, like I said, we're going to use it here shortly. Looks like it's about halfway done. And that's the way the field looks currently. Sandy loom and just loom. A lot of sandy loom and loom here in Griffin, Indiana, around this general area. But I'm going to let Frank finish up. I'm going to bring the Peterbilt back up because I got some more hay to go around, pick up with the Voltra. Clean that up, get the rest of the bales picked up, put those in storage. Probably when we're doing the corn chaff, Frank will be... Hopefully I can get Frank fertilizing... Probably doing fertilizer and lime in the grass fields. I'll probably get him to try to do all that work. He'll spread the fertilizer in field 1. I don't think I can get him to do it in the field that I made. It's going to be hard to hire a worker and fertilize that field because the worker's going to get stuck everywhere. So that's a field I usually have to do with fertilizer. Not a big deal. But I can definitely get him to do it with lime. That's not a problem. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Griffin, Indiana. But until then, have a good one.